age graceful, but you can call me Michelle. I'm real friendly like that, so it doesn't make a difference. You can call me age graceful or Michelle, and you will not hurt my feelings. I am a 66-year-old woman who loves makeup. I joined the Beauty Over 40 group in August of 2018. I thoroughly enjoyed my interactions with this group of women and love them all to pieces. After you watch my video, I want you to be sure to go over to their channels and see how they created their looks. So this month, well, it's the end of the month, but we're doing Pride looks. We decided to do something very dramatic, which we haven't done in quite a while. The palette that I pulled is the Summer of Love Shadow Palette by Revolution, and this is a Simpsons themed palette. Let me show you the shades. These are all the shades. Some are mattes, some are satins, and some have a little bit of glitter in them. But the palette just thoroughly grabbed me. Look at this, what do I want to call it? I would say hippie type palette cover with all the colors. And these same shades are within the palette. And they have some very interesting names. Number one is called Blush, and it is like a blush pink. I think that's the one I'm going to use as my transition color. As I do or create my makeup look, I'll let you know what colors I select as I go along, but for sure I'm going to begin with blush. So let's get started. So as I said before, I am going to use the shade Blush as my transition shade, and I'm just kind of getting the oil out of my crease. It's kind of set up. I had to stop and check the mail and talk to Mr. G for a moment. And just in that slight amount of time, oil set into my crease, and I used the Juvia's eyeshadow base, and this is in shade number 2. And I've already done my brows. I used the LA Colors brow pomade in shade number, no, not a shade number, but in the shade dark brown, I should say. So I'm going to use this shade called Blush. And what I was going to say, the oil setup, so you know, we talk about when you use concealer. And I did use a little bit of concealer under my eyebrows to kind of like clean them up a little bit. They need doing so bad. I need to make an appointment. But if you don't set your concealer, that's exactly what will happen. Oil will set up in your creases, and then the concealer is no good. So I'm using this blush shadow to set my eyeshadow base in the concealer. And this is a really soft pink. You can just barely see it. And this is also the shade that my granddaughter had for her prom. If you didn't see that video, you have to check out Bree's Magical Prom Send-Off. Presently, I'm working on editing some footage from her graduation, which I'll also share with you guys. And I really appreciate you guys watching the prom send-off video and being so supportive. Thank you. I miss her already. She left on Saturday for college. She's taking a program for the summer, and it's to get the students acclimated to college life before fall semester begins. And they're giving all the children, I shouldn't call them children anymore, they're giving all the young people MacBooks. So she's going to have a brand new MacBook. So she's going to have two. So that's pretty cool. She can have one here at home and leave one on campus. I guess she should leave it there when she comes home. Maybe she should bring it just in case, you know. You never know these days. I'm sure that her dormie, her, you know, wouldn't take it, but you just never know if people might want to break into dorm rooms. I don't know what they do in college life these days. It's been a long time since I've been to college. Okay, guys, well, this is shade number 1, Blush, out of the palette. I keep saying that when I do videos that I'm not going to talk, because when I talk, my videos end up being too long. I don't know what to do to control that. Okay, so now, which color do I want to put in my crease? I think I'm going to go for this purple shade. Purple, lavender, lilac, called Far Out. This is what it looks like here on the brush. You know what? I'm not going to use that shade. That's a shimmer. I don't want a shimmer. I'm going to use the same brush, and I think I'm going to pick up this deeper purple. Yeah, it's called Flower Child. I'm going to use this in the crease area. Actually, guys, I went above my crease with this shade. I'm kind of rethinking my plan in my head because I want a rainbow of shades when I'm done. By the time my look is completed, I want it to sort of mimic the flag that Gilbert Baker designed in 1978. Now in my crease area, I'll add this light green shade called Flower Power. The green in the rainbow flag symbolizes nature, while violet symbolizes spirit. I'm going to use as many colors as I can or what will fit in my lid space. Now I'm going to apply this orange shade called Streak. Orange symbolizes healing. The next shade that I'm going to select is called Mellow Yellow. And yellow symbolizes sunlight. For my inner corner, I'm selecting this shade called Wild. This is a turquoise looking shade, and turquoise is the symbol for art. Here I'm going back with my yellow shade, and I'm just going to reapply this just a little bit. I want to make sure that my shades are equal as much as I can on both sides. Here I'm applying as a topper this really pretty blue shade called Peace. And this has a little bit of glitter in it. And the indigo or blue shade is the symbol for harmony. I think applying this shade also helped to really pull my rainbow effect together. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section. There are two other shades from the flag that I did not mention, and that would be hot pink for sex and red for life. I want to be sure to mention them all. Gilbert Baker was an openly gay man and a drag queen, and he designed the very first rainbow flag in 1978. Baker decided to make the rainbow flag because he saw flags as the most powerful symbol of pride. And that is for anything. Look at it when it comes to countries. You get what I'm saying. Here I'm applying my Il Makiage liquid foundation. This is in shade number 170. This foundation is called the After Party because of its long-lasting effects as being a full coverage foundation. Uh-oh, I lost power. We had a lot of storms in Detroit. I slowed this part down. Look at my eyes. I mean, you can't make this up. I tell you guys all the time, something is always happening with me. There was nothing I could do but just wait it out. So I cut the camera off and waited. Okay, I'm back now, so I'm going to make quick work of this. I'm applying my concealer, which was by LA Pro Girl, and the shade is Toffee. I'm now applying my contour, which I use the Glow by the Revolution Beauty Company in shade medium. And I'm blending both of those out. Now, for the first time, I'm going to be using my setting powder by Playing in Makeup by Yolando, and this is in shade medium. As I mentioned previously, this is my very first time using this setting powder. I did rather like it. It appeared to me I didn't have as many allergic reactions to it. Like normally when I use a setting powder, each and every time my nose like runs and drips for at least an hour after my makeup application. But I didn't have not one episode of a runny nose yesterday. I certainly appreciated that. Here I'm applying blush by Alamar. This is the deepest one in that palette, and it's called Toasted. Now I'll just kind of blend that down a little bit using my powder brush. On my waterline, I'm going to now apply a little liner, and this is in the shade Sapphire, and this big jumbo pencil is by Jordana, I want to say. I've had it for quite some time. Under the waterline, I'm going to apply a shade called Dig It. And this is another purple or lavender shade, and I thought it tied in rather nicely with the shade above the crease. And what a surprise I have here for my inner corner. While I was thinking that this was a creamy white shade, it actually was a multi-chrome, and it's called Free Spirit. Okay, time for some Morphe setting spray. Time to pull this look completely together. I'll just use my fan and dance to the music for a little bit while this setting spray dries down a bit. Time for lashes, guys. This is a pair of 6D lashes that I picked up from Temu. These lashes do have rhinestones. Aren't they pretty? And aren't they fabulous, dramatic, and everything else all rolled into one? To apply my lashes, I'm going to be using my Kiss Liquid Lash Liner Adhesive, and this is in the clear shade. Here's another close-up shot of my lashes. I just love them. I'm imagining myself at the biggest, wildest pride party ever given. These lashes were probably the very easiest I've ever applied in my life. For some reason, the longer they are, the easier they are for me to apply. Now I'm trying to decide, what lipstick am I going to put on? And instantly I said, I got it. I'm going to wear Mandy Cosmetics Liquid Lip Cool With It. I've only worn this once before in a video, and that was for the U of M video that I did a couple of months ago. And I selected blue and maize as my colors. So this is my second time wearing this lip. I think it's very pretty and very appropriate for this look. While I put on my lipstick, guys, let me ask a question. What does Pride Month mean to you? To me, it means to accept all people all the time, irregardless of their sexual, racial, or economic background. To put it plain and simple, accept people for who they are, and they'll accept you. Love conquers a multitude of imperfections. Well, guys, this is it. This is my Pride Month look. Very beautiful and dramatic. Soft dramatic, I think, but overall, pride. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Guys, don't forget to go see my girlfriends. I'll be leaving their links in my description box. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you all for the support. Love you. Bye.